Hey yo, what is up guys? Your boy Ed from Leeds of Beach. You already know we got my boy over here. This is the Speedroid God, the Wind God right here, the Wind Ninja. My boy, tell us your name and what you played.
My name is Michael Davis, but you all may call me Mikey, or at least everyone calls me that. I always now I am Speedroid, but personally I prefer being called Storm Duelist because Speedroid is a bit of a common term. So storming the field and bringing chaos with it is my game.
Awesome, dude. Yesterday I was checking you out. I was following you around, my boy right here next to you. And you were doing great, man. You went, what, 6-0 straight up? Undefeated?
Yeah,
that was awesome.
And
dude,
you beat Jesse Cotton in round 4.
my boy.
Yeah,
2-1.
I had no idea that I did that. But what can I say? My deck can handle just about anything.
Cool.
Although when it comes to like scythe lockdown, well,
Struggle a bit.
I would have to have like infinite permanents
Or like Chalice or something, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Cool. All right, buddy.
something like that.
Let's go ahead and get into the deck profile.
stuff that I have. So to start things off, we'll start off with this. One of my best starter cards is 3 of the Windwitch Ice Bell. Great
Nice.
for going either first or second, it doesn't matter. You start off with this, you can make you can do 2 things with it.
Okay.
You can either go for like instant Crystal Wing, making me destruction by Carfax, or you could make it an instant Baron de Fleur, immune destruction by battle. But
Nice.
well, sometimes I go for like Baron, depending on the situation. Like if they're playing too many back row stuff. Well,
Yeah, so if you're going into a control matchup, you want to go into Baron.
Yeah.
If you're going into a combo matchup, you want to go into Crystal.
Yeah, let's say like if someone's playing, let's say Mystic Mine or just a bunch of back row stuff, you always want to go for Baron if you know what you're playing there. So,
Cool. Yeah, man. That makes sense.
and the second card to go for is Glass Bell. Now this is good for either going, this is also a good starter, but it's used to special summon off of this. Now it used to be a bad draw, but nowadays it's really not. And because here's the cards I use. Here's 1 Freeze Bell, 1 Snow Bell. These are the cards that I use to search off of Glass Bell. This one is used for going for Indestructible Crystal Wing. This one's used for going Indestructible Battle Baron. And when you go for like Baron, you always want to put him in defense mode so they cannot hit him with Lightning Storm or something like that.
And it's indestructible by battle, so it doesn't matter. I mean,
Yeah.
Yep.
So they would have to, it would take them a little effort to get over it. All right, so that's my Windwitch engine. Here's the Speedroid stuff. Of course, the 1 Terror Top, of course. Another of my best starter cards.
Yep.
Of course, if they are out of this, like lock you in a win, I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. Here is triple Speedroid Takatomborg.
Nice.
This is a good card for this deck because it can special summon itself only as long as you have any wind monster. It doesn't matter, and it can attribute itself to special summon any Speedroid tuner. And here's the ones I go for on them.
Here's the spice.
Here's a Card Turbo.
Oh my god.
Which is one of them. This card is good for boosting your wind monster's attack by 800, and here's the other. This is one of my best ones. This is called Fuki Madoshi Piper. This is one of my best cards to get out with the Attack of Tomboard. What it does, it's like a pot of duality or prosperity, but better and no cost, and you can add whatever you want. So what it gets me pretty much whatever I need in my hand without needing to pay any cost at all.
And with all these extenders, you're able to get out like 4 or 5 monsters, and you can get super deep in there.
Yep.
And you can grab anything you want.
Yeah.
Nice.
So what
In
a
like
lot
games
of
2
time,
and 3, you can grab floodgates like anti-spell and dimensional barrier. It's
and
awesome.
among a lot of other things. And oops. Oh, grab that.
I got it.
And one double yo-yo. What I do with this, I go for like Link 2 rubber band shooter, and I banish a level 7 to reveal Terror Top and double yo-yo, so it wouldn't matter. I would either get Terror Top or this, either way.
Yep.
So it would be getting me a lot of resources. So that's my Speedroid engine. Here is here's my hand traps, triple ash blossom. This helped me out on a lot of occasions. It's really good. It's best. It's pretty much best hand trap in the format.
You know?
I mean, hit Branded Fusion and Despia players want to cry, you know?
Oh yeah, and if players play like Dragoon and they hit Rise Fusion, that'll make them boo-hoo too. And second hand trap is Droidlock Bird. I made this because, well, a lot of players are just drawing and searching a lot, plus it's searchable off of stuff that I play, and it's searchable off of Piper.
Because it's a wind.
Yeah, so we opted to play it because of the return of the Brave engine and the Punk engine.
Yep.
So with all that searching, you hit them with a draw on game 1 that they're not prepared for. It's an easy
So
suit.
like,
That's
let's
really
say someone's playing Adventure Token. If they search off with Enchantress or Faithful Adventure, and I hit them with that, well,
They're kinda done, yeah.
it actually hurts them. I've actually taken about a couple Adventure Tokens just by doing that, and well, when I see how Adventure Token is played, I learned to always hit the Faithful Adventure, because that's their main card, so you always want to hit that.
Nice.
All right, now here are my extenders for my deck. All right, this is Win the Wind Channeler. Now this, you just discard any wind, and you can search off a wind monster with 1500 or less defense. So with this, you can search off pretty much anything you desire or need.
Windwitches, Terror Top, any Speedroid extender,
Yep.
you got it, you can grab it.
So
Nice.
yeah, with this, you can search off anything you want in this deck, except for the, well, 1% of the other extenders I'm gonna have in the future.
Okay, cool.
There's double Pilica, Descendant of Gusto. Now these are an emergency teleport target, and it special summons a level 4 lower wind tuner in my grave, and I got plenty of those. So, well, I do several things with those. I go for like sometimes level 6 or 7 synchro, or just link them off for something else, but well, it really depends.
Yeah, because you typically go into Wind Pegasus, you pop something, and then you go into Baron.
Yep.
And you can pop another card. So going second, it's a great.
This is Nianin, one of my other emergency teleport targets.
Really
Now
good.
this thing is good in my deck because a lot of it special summons itself from my grave when I summon a level 3, and most of them are actually that.
Yeah.
So it actually goes well with this deck. Of course, after it's summoned, I'm locked out of rank 3 or level 3 or higher monsters, but that's no issue for me at all, because my whole extra deck pretty much does that. And this is Mecha Phantom Beast Tetherwolf, another of my other best extenders. Now, sometimes I think about playing Clock Wyvern, but this I think is, in my opinion, better. Clock Wyvern is just halves its attack and defense just to summon a cheaper little token. This is a free when it's normal summon. You get a level 3 Mecha Fan Beast token, and this becomes 7. Now there's 2 things I would do with this thing. Sometimes I'd go for like instant Baron very easily, or you can just link off this and the token to go for an instant Rubber Band Shooter. It's really just a 1-card combo.
Nice.
And this is Tempest, Dragon Ruler Storms. This is the only card that can't be searched off, and I don't really have any good surge targets off of this, at least not yet. Not until next week, until the Fearsome Fire Blast comes out. What that does, it can special summon itself from your hand as long as you control a level 6 or lower wind, and that's gonna be searched off of this in the future. So next time I'm here, you'll be expecting me to play this along with Fearsome Fire Blast, and that's gonna be very interesting. That's the monsters. Here's one of my best spells, Emergency Teleport. This summons
the Pelika, this summons the Yan Yan. It's free. It's free.
Yeah.
I don't even know why they brought this off, but I'm glad that it's here for us.
Yeah. This helps me out in a lot of situations, but I'm kind of, well, if they limit this again, I won't like that, but I doubt they will. I think they just need to ban like Hulk, because Hulk is really too much a +1 in this.
Yeah.
So this card really helps me out. Here's my, let's see, right now I got double Forbidden Chalices. It's another one of my fastest spells. It allows me to negate my opponent's monster's effects when they try to do something nasty at me or something that I'm really trying to do. It's a quick play spell, but I'm thinking of trading this out for Droplet, maybe. But Droplet is kind of costly, but I might have to consider playing Droplet, probably.
And with the attack modification, you can do a lot of damage step shenanigans with it.
Yep.
You can stop a lot of battle phase stuff.
Yep.
So.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Now these are my cards are limited. Here's the Instant Fusion. Right now I got 2 targets with that, and I'll get to those shortly. Here's Foolish Burial. There's several things I do with this, and there's going to be more in the future. When I do this, I jump Nian, or just jump Car Turbo, or any Wind Tuner, and you go for Glass Bell and just special summon any one of those Wind Tuners. But most of the time I go for Nian, but it really helps out. And Monster Reborn, which just reborns anything. That's my spells, and the only trap I run is the triple infinite impermanence. Best trap in the game, of course. That's the main deck.
All right, let's get into your extra.
All right. These are my tokens.
Nice.
Of course, I kind of want to make a Phantom Beast token, but it's a little high. But these are just my tokens. All right. This is Raisin Raptite. Now what this does, it's like a DD Crow or Called by Grave, except no cost. It activates on my opponent's turn as long as I have a wind monster in my grave.
So it can be pretty good against like Eldritch. You can hit the Golden Lord.
Yep. Now what I did with
pretty
this,
good against Branded. You hit the you
Yeah.
summons like Lubellioning. You hit the
Yeah.
Albazin Grave, and that can be really big. So.
Yeah, what I did with this before, like against like a Despia, when he used the Branded Fusion to target one of them in the graveyard, well, I Raptited to banish that target, and the spell was negated, basically. So this thing will banish pretty much anything that's in the grave, and it's very useful. Of course, I can't say it's really the best, but it has its uses. This is Virtual World Jewy. It's, well, it's pretty good because most of my cards are all the same type and attribute and can't be destroyed by Power card effects. And what I did, I can banish 2 monsters that have the same type and attribute but with different names, and just target any card in my opponent's field, send it to the graveyard. And the good thing is it don't destroy, which is very, very handy.
Nice.
And One start as Charge Warrior, but this
That card's
does,
busted.
when it's Synchro Summon, I can draw a card, and it gives me a lot of stuff out. And it can attack every one of my opponent's special summon monsters. Well, sometimes I do that, but it depends on what they're doing right now. But the draw effect is very useful, and it gives me more resources. These are my level 7s. The one Clearwing Synchro Dragon. It has 2 separate effects. When my opponent, when he targets a level 5 or higher monster on the field, I can negate it, and the other negates any level 5 or higher monster on the field, negates it and destroys it, and it'll gain those monsters' attack. Now, it has its good uses in case they, let's say they try to affect Valor, or if they try to target something with Baron, like use their own Baron against me, Baron's got nothing, his effect's got nothing on this. So if he tries to pop one of my cards, I'll just use one of the effects to prevent negate the target effect.
You use this as a target off of a rubber band shooter. You usually banish this as your 7.
Yeah,
so
I
that you can
do mostly Clearwing. But it depends. Sometimes I gotta go banish either Clearwing or the other one, but
the Fast Dragon.
Yeah. This is Clearwing Fast Dragon. This one negates any monster special summon from the extra deck, and negates its effects and makes its attack 0 for the turn. And it's pretty good against any deck of special summons from the extra deck, like Despias or...
just pretty much anything, yeah. Hit the house.
Sometimes I do use this as a cost for a rubber band shooter also, but it depends. This is Wind Pegasus Ignister.
This is crazy.
Now what I do with this, I always dump this in the grave when I go for the Ice Spell combo, and always throw this in the grave because I keep this in the grave in case things get rough, and it really saved me on a lot of occasions, and it's really, really handy.
Yeah, he's good.
Here's one of my best higher monsters. This is Shinshin, a floodgate basically.
Yeah, Macrocosmos on wheels.
One of the basic reasons I was able to take out Adventure, Rose, Punk. Now, recently, lately, they get into all this extending of getting so many stuff when they're sent to the graveyard. So I figured getting Shinshin out, that's got to stop. But in the future, I'm going to be able to I'm going to have something that'll make him immune for the turn. And then once I get that, it'll be a whole lot interesting.
Yeah.
And here's Baron de Fleur, obviously. One of the best cards in my extra deck to use. Omni-Negate and Stain My Face. Well, I did that against Jesse over there, and when he contact featured my Crystal Man, I just used up the negate. I used it to bring back Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, just rebuild up the whole thing and just finished off our game. And last of my synchros, but not least, my favorite Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. The best, pretty much the best card in the extra deck. Able to negate any monster effect and make him immune to destruction by card effects. And I'll tell y'all one thing, DPE and Dragoon have got nothing against this, because he can't be destroyed by card effects, and those two together have got nothing on this at all. And he can get over any monster that's level 5 or higher. Almost, heck, even the Egyptian God cards have got nothing on this. That's my synchros. Here's my instant fusion targets. Thousand Eyes Restrict and Invoked Raging. But I plan to take this out for something else in the future, but I only use this depending on the situation, but
mostly
this one...
we go for Raijin though, because you can flip it, and it's a convenient level because everything's level 3. Your tuners are level 3, so you can go straight into Crystal Wing because it's an extra deck monster.
Well,
no, it's not a synchro. Sorry, you just go into any level 8 or even level 7.
Well, what I do with this thing is most of the time I go for Shinshin, and sometimes I would use Raijin's quick effect to flip one of my opponent's monsters face down, bait out a negate or something, and it really works out. Okay, those are, here's only one XYZ monster I use. It's Leviathan the Sea Dragon. What I do with this sometimes is when I have Terror Top or any monster that's banished or one of my opponents, well, but mostly when I use this to special summon Terror Top most of the time and just get more resources, and well, it really helps out. Plus it goes well with Neon or pretty much any level 3 monster in my deck, and it works out. And here's my links. Link Bow, it just goes with Thousand Restrict.
Nice, yeah, just any level 1, just helps you.
But I'm planning to take this out in the future for something else also, because I don't really use that much. Here's one of my best, High Rubber Band Shooter, one of my best extender cards. Now this gets me Yo-Yo and Terror Top, and well, it really gets, so either way I'll be getting one of the other, and I'll be getting more resources, and well, that helps out a lot.
You get the Terror Top combo, yeah.
Yep. And here's Appaloosa, Bow of the Guys.
Okay.
I haven't really used this a whole lot lately, but well,
if you get a bad hand or you can't go into a synchro, I mean, you make Appo.
There's matchups where Appo is favorable. So.
Yeah.
Appaloosa has her good uses, but the problem with it is that if they hit it with like infinite pyramids or negates effects with something like that, it becomes a nada for that after that. But she does have her uses. Sometimes I do go into her if my opponent uses so many effects. That's my main deck and extra deck. Here's my sides.
Let's see it, bro.
Triple Dark Ruler no more. Board breaking cards. Against a bunch of negate effects or stuff.
Scythe Lock too.
Here's triple Nibiru.
Or no, it's double, yeah. We weren't able to get our hands on a third nib.
But the 2 nibs has been actually good. I used this several times to Adventure Rose, Punk or stuff like that, and messed them up big time.
Yeah, that's good. That's very good.
Here, 1 token collector. I only play one of this because I can dump this off with Foolish Barrel and just reuse his effects when he's in the grave and it don't banish. And it's good against Sword Souls, Adventure Token, but well, in my opinion, Adventure Token has been playing a bunch of other stuff other than just itself, and well, I think it's just only good against Sword Souls, but it will hurt Adventure Token. But
it hurts, but it's not an auto win.
No, definitely no, because I already did it once before, and they'll just get more stuff out. So I would only use this against Sword Soul or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Triple Evenly Matched. It's a good go in second card. It just banishes all my opponent's cards face down except 1, and well, I had to force my opponent to do that several times, and they were pretty much messed up. Man, what I should have done on the very last round is just sided this and let Eldritch go first, and just, I don't know.
Yeah, because they don't really put much up unless they got a Solemn, they can't really.
Yeah, but I don't think they really play it that much, but. Okay, here's
so much guys.
1 Harpy, Spather Duster, Back Row Hater, Back Row Popper, obviously. This helped me out. This is anti-spell. Now lately, a lot of players have been playing a lot of spell problematic cards lately that really is just frustrating. And so, well, I figured that's got to stop. So I used to play Blizzard back then, but it really didn't do much. So
it really only stopped the Dark Roller no more, and that doesn't mean it stops the Windwitch conditions or anything like that. So
yes,
your monsters are still strong.
Oh yeah. And since I only run very few spells, and this will lock down pendulums or
Despia too.
but yeah, Despia's that'll stop them dead.
I mean, it's pretty much an Imperial Order.
Yep, pretty much. And the last card is Dimensional Barrier. Now, this is a side deck I use against sometimes Sword Souls, but mostly Despia's.
Yeah.
Now, Despia has been. Now you see they got this monster that contacts fusion by Crystal Wing with Albaz, and as soon as they, well, it's kind of hard for me to figure out if they're going to, because most of the time they'll set that thing out and then just contact fusion face down and well, but if they like, you always want to hit this on Despia mostly, and it will stop them dead in their tracks. And that's the Storm deck.
Yeah, sick, man. Thank you so much for the profile. Do you have any shout outs you want to give out?
Oh yeah, I'm just glad to be here, and I was able to get this far in the Nationals, 6 wins in a row. I only wish I could have gotten one more win, and I don't know, I guess I just made a few missteps or something, but in the future I'm gonna have more extenders, more stuff, and it's gonna make my deck a lot of people are not gonna like it.
I mean, there's a reason why people were holding signs for you, man. People love you out here.
Yeah, you got a whole fan club, man.
Yep. But what I'm kind of hoping for is a band NAWCQ, so they can bring like make a Phantom Beast Lion back, and if they bring that back, I'm gonna be able to do several stuff with that, and it'll be a whole lot interesting. What I'm waiting for in the future is Fearsome Fire Blast next week, and then Axel Synchro Stardust Dragon, which special summons a level 2 or lower tuner monster from my grave, and it contributed to summon Stardust Dragon and just synchro summon. So what I do with that is like make a immune Shin for the turn, and that becomes interesting. And then I'm gonna run Chatre La Unicorn, which has 2 effects. First one is like searching off of the spell that reborns it basically, and the other effect will allow me to just look at my opponent's extra deck and just bash anyone face down, and so I'll be able to know what they're playing once I see their extra deck after that, and just hit all their best ones out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you came out here and you shocked the world today, man. You shook the world yesterday, and you know, we had a great time. We're the only 2 guys from our locals, so shout outs to the Lion's Den. Shout outs to his mom for bringing him out for 10 plus years. Shout outs to his aunt for bringing us here and driving us around. It's been a great time. I really appreciate all the support you've given him, and it's really been the time of his life.
I just couldn't believe I managed to get this far with this deck, and I think I'm pretty thinking that I'm the only one of my type to ever gotten this far in the Nationals with this kind of deck.
The only one to beat Jesse Cotton in round 4.
Yeah,
that's
nuts. I didn't even know I'd just beat someone like that. But the next time I come out here, my deck's gonna be a whole lot better. So y'all better watch out, because I'm gonna come at y'all real harder next time, and I'm gonna have more stuff.
Do it, man. Well, thank you for the profile. Peace out.
Anytime.
Let me see it. Oh yeah.